Hey there, folks. We are back. Game 2 of the APBA 1976 Yankee replay. It's April 10th, 1976. And it's going to be Ed Figueroa versus Bill Travers. Ed Figueroa is a B with a 2 fielding rating, and Bill Travers is a B with a 2Y. Now, I'd like somebody to comment on an issue that I found. I originally, this is my first set originally, and I replayed the season, only the Yankee season. And I don't remember Kenny Holtzman as a B. I remember Kenny Holtzman as a C with the Yankees. He's a B now. He was 14-11 with a 3.65 ERA. I was wondering if maybe somebody can check up on that for me. Check that out for me, and let me know what they remember or what they know from whatever. I wonder if they changed his grade. Is that a possibility? Have they been doing that? Anyway, let's get started. Here's the Mickey Rivers, the pitch from Bill Travers. And that's going to be hammered into right field for a double for Rivers, and he slides in underneath the tag. So Mickey Rivers, who finished the game yesterday with 4 hits, gets his 5th consecutive hit, a double here in game 2 of the series. All right, so Rivers, Mick the Quick, is on first. And here's Roy White. This will be a 13. And that's going to be ball 4 for White. So it's runners on first and second right away for the Yanks. Now, the Brewers used 4 pitchers in this game, so I have relief pitchers set up already. Say 45. Oh, that's a 36 off Munson's card. With runners on first and second, that's like a wild pitch or a pass ball or something to that effect. And let's get our sound going. There we go. 36. It is going to be a pass ball, and that ball gets by the catcher, Porter. So both runners advance. So second and third now. And Thurman Munson gets the roll again. Here's the pitch to Munson. Oh! And he hammers that to left field this time. It's a 21, and that's going to be a double for Munson. A 2-run double for Thurman Munson gives the Yanks a 2-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. Rivers scores and White scores, and it's going to be Chambliss now. Oh, where's Chambliss? What happened to Chambliss? There he is. All right, Chambliss. Oh, and that's going to be a 41 with a runner on second. What does that mean? Runner steals third, goes home on a wild throw by catcher catcher E2. So Munson steals third, and then scores on an E2, and that's the 3rd run. And nobody out, and Chambliss is still at bat. F7, 1 out. So Chambliss flies out Nettles, who's up, and that's ball 4. Walks Nettles on 4 straight pitches. So I think Travers would like to start the game again. Oh my goodness, and that's hammered to left field now. See what that becomes, and that's going to be a double off the wall for. Wait a second. Why is Pinella walked? Where's Nettles? Okay. It was a 45, I believe. Okay, now it's Nettles. I don't know why everybody's out of order. Let me just correct this here. Stanley, Dempsey, and then Randolph, and then Stanley. Okay. So that's a 63, and that's a double. So Pinella's going to stop at third with 1 out. And there's action in the Brewer bullpen. Here's the pitch to Dempsey at 25 with second and third. It's a line drive, and the Nettles is doubled off second, so it's a 4-4 double play. Catches the line drive and steps on second base to force Nettles. So the Yanks pick up 1, 2, 3 on 3 hits. And at the end of half an inning, it's Yanks 3 and Brewers nothing. Okay, it's going to be Charlie Moore. It's a 12, and that's a ground ball to the second baseman. Randolph, 1 away. It's a 16, ground ball to Chicken Stanley, playing shortstop today. It was Jim Mason yesterday. And that's a 61, and that's a ground ball again to Chicken Stanley. And gets him by a step. 3 up, 3 down. Go to the top of the second. That was quick for the Brewers. Now we go back to the Yanks. 65, that's a pop-up. And the catcher calls for it in foul territory, 1 away. I'm going to hold on to these cards. It's going to make my life much easier. Say 53, and that's going to be an E6 and E on Robin Yount. He just bobbles that ball and doesn't even get the throwaway. Mickey Rivers, Mick the Quick. And that's a 16. And that's hit right at the shortstop. But no chance to get Stanley at second. He throws to first and gets Mick the Quick by a step. 6-3, second out, and now it's Roy White. Now Roy White walked in the first inning, and that's ball 4 again. So first and second, and it's Thurman Munson. And that's a 26, a ground ball with first and second. And that's going to be a fielder's choice, a force out rather, to end the inning. So the Yanks leave 2 here in the top of the second, and they lead it 3-0 going to the bottom of the second. Bill Travers. Okay, here's Aaron, 13, and that's ball 4 to Hank Aaron. Oh, Porter's up 13, so that's a walk to Porter. I don't know why everybody's out of whack. Okay, everybody's back in order now. And that's 33, and that's going to be a line drive base hit. And Porter, let's see, Aaron for Aaron. I did it again. Let's see what that says. It's a B pitcher. It's a single to right, runner to third. So Porter, who is not an S, he's an average, so he'll go to third. I usually hold the S's. But Hank Aaron is on with a single, so it's first and third now. 6 to Lescano. It's going to be a 31, a 9, with runners on first and third against a B pitcher, Figueroa. First and third against a B pitcher, a 9. That ball is a single over short. 1 run scores, and the other to second. So it's an RBI for Lascano. And over to second is Hank Aaron. Here's Sharp, and that's a ground ball. That's going to be a double play. That's going to be a... It's going to be a 5-4-3 double play. And Aaron goes to third. 2 out now, and it's Robin Yount. It's going to be a 12. That's a line drive caught by the second baseman. But the Brewers pick up 1 run on 2 hits, and it's 3-1 now, Yankees. All right, it's going to be Chris Chambliss. Say 42. And that's a ball hit right up the middle and through for a base hit into center field. Chambliss is on with a single. Here's Piniella, 64. That's a strikeout. First strikeout for Travers. These players during this period didn't do a lot of striking out. 29 with a runner on first. Let's see what that becomes. And that's a strikeout. Travers has a Y. So 2 away now. And it's Dempsey. And that's going to be a 36, a 33. Is a pop-up. It's going to be Money calling for it for the third out. Yanks leave 1. And at the end of 2.5, it's 3-1 Yanks. Here is Garcia, Pete Garcia. Later on gets traded. It's a 42. That's going to be a hit by pitch, I believe. So Garcia is hit by the pitch. And he's on at first. It's going to be Moore who's going to bunt. And that's a 13. That's a foul strike. He's going to bunt again. And I believe on a bunt, that's, let's see, it's a 14. Let's see what it is on a bunt. 14. It's a base on balls, unless the pitcher's a Z, which he is not. So that's a walk to Moore. Runners on first and second now. And it's going to be Don Money. Now, Don Money batted 267 with 12 home runs, so he's going to bunt. 61, it's a 27. First and third, first and second, a 27 is a strikeout. So Money fails to lay down the bunt. 1 out now. And that's the first strikeout for Figueroa. It's 3-1 here in the bottom of the third. It's going to be George Scott, power hitter, 18 home runs, power hitter with 18 home runs. That's your average, like 8th or 9th place hitter nowadays. 21, and that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout for Figueroa. And it's Porter. Say 32. And that's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman, Randolph. He flips to Stanley for the force out. And the Yanks are out of the inning. And at the end of 3, it's 3-1 Yanks. Go to the top of the fourth. It's going to be Travers going to be facing Willie Randolph, Fred Stanley, and Mickey Rivers. It's going to be a 33, and that's a line drive base hit to left field for Willie Randolph. So Willie's on at first, and Stanley's going to bunt. And that's a successful bunt. Over to second goes Randolph. 1 away now. It's going to be Mick the Quick. And that's going to be a 42 with a runner on second against a B pitcher. That's a single over second. Runner scores. S out at home. Randolph is not an S. So it's an RBI single for Mick the Quick. Yankees lead it 4-1 now. And Mickey Rivers on at first. Second at 21. That's a ball lifted to left field. Moore. He's there for the second out. And it's Munson now. 43. That's a 29 with a runner on first. That's going to be a fielder's choice of some kind. No, it's a strikeout. Third strikeout for Travers. And that's the Yanks in the top of the fourth get 2 hits and 1 run, and they lead it 4-1. We go to the bottom of the fourth now, and it's going to be hammering Hank Aaron. He's singled in his first at bat, and that's a fly ball center field. Over to get it is Mickey Rivers. 1 away. 6 to Lezcano. That's a swing and a miss. Third strikeout for Figueroa. 2 out now, and it's going to be Sharp. 63, and that ball is lifted to center. Mickey Rivers takes a few steps in, measures it. And we go to top of the fifth. Chris Chambliss now. And that's a ground ball right back to Travers. He feels his position, 1 away. Or 3. This ball is a weak grounded to the first baseman, who flips to Travers covering, 2 away. And Nettles, fly ball, deep center field. Back goes the center fielder. Lezcano back to the track, to the fence, makes a catch, and hits the fence. Beautiful catch by Sixto Lezcano on a drive hit by Greg Nettles. And that's the end of the top of the fifth. We go to the bottom of the fifth. 4-1 Yanks. Robin Yount. Ground ball, shortstop Stanley. Throws on the run, 1 away, gets you out by a step. Pete Garcia was hit by a pitch in last time up. This one lifts a fly ball. Rivers squeezes it. 2 out. Charlie Moore. Say 21. What does that mean? 21 is something or other. It's going to be a ball that is hit right at Chambliss, and Chambliss bobbles it, and everybody's safe. Moore is safe at first on the E3 with 2 outs. It's going to be Don Money now. It's going to be 61. And that ball is hit sharply right at Nettles. And Nettles goes to second base for the force for the 3rd out. The Brewers lead 1 here in the bottom of the 5th. It's 4-1 Yanks. We go to the top of the 6th. In the top of the 6th, it's going to be Dempsey, who ends up with Baltimore. And that's a 34. That's a fly ball lifted to center. Lezcano over. And he squeezes it. 1 away. 63. Fly ball again. It's left center field, and Lezcano calls everybody off. 2nd out. And it's Chicken Stanley. 23. That's a ground ball to Garcia. Pedro Garcia over to first for the 3rd out. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. 4-1 Yanks. Zooming through this game. Here's Scott, 26, and that's a ground ball to Nettles. Nettles across the diamond with plenty of time. 1 away. Porter now, and that's a ground ball to Stanley. Stanley feels it on the run, lets it go. 2 away, and it's Hank Aaron, who's 1 for 2. He singled his first at bat. And that's a ball to Nettles this time. And Nettles throws him out. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the top of the 7th. It's going to be Rivers, White, and Munson. Rivers is 2 for 3. That's a 36. And that's a strikeout. That's the 4th strikeout for Travers. Roy White now. It's a 36, and that's a swing and a miss by White. Second out. And Travers has 5 strikeouts. And now it's third and Munson. Let's say 35. That's a ball hit up the middle and through for a base hit. So Munson's on. That's his second hit. He's 2 for 4 now. And it's Chambliss, who's 1 for 3 on the day. And that ball is lifted to center field, and that's Lezcano right there. And he makes the catch for the third out. Yanks leave 1. In the top of the 7th, we go to the bottom of the 7th, 4-1 Yanks. It's going to be Figueroa facing Lezcano, Sharp, and Yount. Here's the pitch to Lezcano, and that's grounded right to shortstop Stanley. 1 away. Sharp is 0 for 2. And he steps in the box. Here's the pitch. It's a pop-up to the second baseman, Randolph, for the second out. And now it's Yount. Yount is 0 for 2. He's lined out and grounded out. It's a 26. It's going to be hit right to Nettles. Nettles gets rid of it quickly and gets Yount by a step. So that's 3 up, 3 down again. We go to the top of the 8th. It's the Yanks 4 and the Brewers 1. It's going to be Piniella, who is 0 for 2, Nettles and Dempsey against Travers, Bill Travers. That's a 66, so that's launched into the gap and right in left center field. And Piniella is going to make it into second base standing with a leadoff double. It's the first hit for Piniella. He's 1 for 3 now. Here's Nettles. It's a 55. Travers is an 8. And that's going to be a ground ball right back to Travers. And Travers takes a few steps towards first base and throws him out. Now Piniella moves over to third with only 1 out. So this is an opportunity for Dempsey to drive in a run. See what he does. 25, and that'll do it. With a runner on third, a 9. That's a single. And Dempsey's going to try for second on the throw home, and he's going to be out at second base. So it's an RBI single for Dempsey, and then he's out trying for second for the second out of the inning. And it's Willie Randolph with nobody on. Say 33, it's a line drive base hit. So Randolph is on at first with 2 out, and that's a ball that's lifted to left. Left fielder Moore squeezes it for the third out, but the Yanks pick up a run on 3 hits, and they lead it 5-1 now, going to the bottom of the 8th. And it's going to be Pete Garcia. Here's the pitch to Pete Garcia, and that's flied out to left field. Roy White coming over. He makes the catch. Charlie Moore now. It's a 25. It's a 36. That's a ball. Guy can't hit for beans. And that's ball 4. So Moore gets on a walk. That's his second walk of the day. It's going to be Don Money. That's a 25 and 8 with a runner on first against the B pitcher. It's a ground ball right at Nettles. Nettles, no chance at second, but gets Money at first for the second out. And over to second goes Moore. So in the bottom of the 8th, it's 5-1. Moore's at second. There's 2 outs, and it's George Scott. Here's the pitch. That ball is lifted deep right field. Back goes the right fielder Piniella to the track and makes the catch. So Scott really gave that one a ride, but it was caught. So the Brewers leave 1, and at the end of 8 innings of play, it's 5-1 Yanks. Let's get Mickey Rivers now. And that's a ball hit up the middle and through for a base hit. And that's going to be all for Travers. He's had enough. He's given up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hits. and he's going to be replaced. Going to bring in Rodriguez, Eduardo Rodriguez. E-Rod is what I call him. E-Rod, and he's in there for Travers. And it's going to be Roy White now. That's a 63. That's a line drive. Hit the center field. Lezcano takes a few steps in and makes a nice catch for out number 1. Here's Thurman Munson. It's a 22. And Rodriguez is a B. That's a 7, a single to right, runner to third. So that is the third hit for Munson in this game, and over to third goes Rivers. First and third now for Chambliss, who's 1 for 4. Here's a pitch to Chambliss, and that's going to be extra bases perhaps, and it is. It's going to be a double. Chambliss into second standing, and that's an RBI. Munson stops at third. Second and third now with 1 out. Rivers scored at 6-1 Yankee lead. Now it's Pinella, infield in. 23-27 with the infield in. Second and third. Let's see what happens here. Don Money's pretty good. Second and third. The Gold Glove type runners hold. 5-3. And that's the second out. And now it's Greg Nettles. That's a 46. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that's the third out. The Yanks score 1 on 3 hits, but leave 2. And after 8.5, they lead at 6-1. So Figueroa is going for the complete game. Gave up 1 run early on a single by Lezcano that scored Porter. Here's Darryl Porter again. It's a 56. That's a pop-up. And that's going to be Stanley calling for it. 1 away. Hank Aaron. Oh, Hank Aaron, ball 4. Hammer and Hank manages a walk here. Never gives up. 23. That's a fly ball left field. Roy White there. Out number 2. That's going to be Billy Sharp. 56. With a runner on first. Going to be a pop-up to the shortstop. Again, Stanley makes the catch. Game over. Yankees win. Figueroa gets the win. He goes 9. Gives up 1, 2. Gives up 2 hits. But he gives up 1, 2, 3, 4 walks. And only 1 run, 1 earned run, no home runs. So he has a tremendous outing, gives up 2 hits, pitches a 2-hitter, Ed Figueroa, acquired from California. And the Yankees win Game 2. They're 2-0 for the season for 76. They're 2-0. And that's about it. April 10th, 1976 is done. And I'll see you guys later, or in a little while, with a Strat game, probably a Met game. That went by pretty quick, 29 minutes. Take care, guys.